Hello there, Internet's Version2 here with Let's Watch Indie World 2020, whatever fucking date it is, in August. We have another Indie World. I believe there was one earlier this year. There may have been Indie World Showcase where everyone was talking, or there may have been another one since then. There's been a lot of Indie Worlds lately. I'm honestly very happy that Nintendo are doing so many focuses on indie games. I mean, how much of that is the fact that they don't have much in the works right now, so they still want to push the Switch by pushing the games coming out for it. Either way, it's an awesome thing. The games that we see here always look fantastic. There's always like a bunch that I'm just like, oh, I'm going to get that. And then I wait for enough time, and none of the things that I follow ever mention when they come out, and then I realize way afterwards that god damn it came out, and then I get around to buying it way later. I have now purchased Creature in the Well. I have only played it slightly because I'm busy, but I have purchased Creature in the Well now, so I have done that. So, you know, whatever we see here, 3 other indie worlds from now, I'll have purchased the games that we see here, assuming they're out. The last one that had where like there was the 2 games that had my name as like part of their title, I don't know if they've come out. I should check that. We should also shut up and watch this, because, you know, there's going to be more things to add to the stuff that we're going to buy as a result of this. I can almost guarantee it, because there's always good shit. Because indie games are just good. Get excited for Meat Punk Season 2. Should use the actual title. Extreme Meat Punks Forever, Season 2. Powered by Blood. No, that's the first season. Bound by Ash is the second season. Go watch it. Volume on this, as I always have to. My speakers, I put it around a comfortable 65 to listen to. My headphones is around a 10. Supergiant. Oh, I know I've played some of their games before. I'm pretty sure I have. If you told me what games they are, I would probably be able to tell you whether I've played them or not. That being said, we've got some cool anime shit going on here. I want to say Studio Trigger-esque, but I'm just saying that because that dude reminds me of Carminer a little bit. Like, I'm only saying that. I haven't watched Promare. Is Promare good? I actually have no idea whether Promare is good or not. It's the giant river of blood.
Again.
So yeah, I was about to say, is that a rebirth thing? Yeah, it is. Hades. Well, that's just a cool name. I'll turn it back up again because I can't hear talking, but I can hear this music.
On behalf of our small team at Supergiant Games, I am really excited to announce
Transistor.
our roguelike dungeon crawler Hades.
I see red in the background. Yeah,
to
Transistor.
Switch.
Yeah.
You play as the immortal prince of the underworld, trying to escape hell. And each time you die, it's like coming home. You advance the story, get stronger, and gear up for your next escape attempt. It's a game you can sink dozens of hours into, and if you've already done so on PC, you'll be able to transfer your progress to the Nintendo Switch version with cross-saves.
Oh, I haven't heard of this,
so if you like the fast-paced action, rich atmosphere, and character-driven storytelling of our past titles like Bastion and Transistor, we think you'll find something to love.
I was about to say, it is red, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that's red there, yeah.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Indie World. I look forward at some games making their way to Nintendo Switch. I'm Mariko.
And I'm Tyler.
Type the final boss
and that was a look into the Greek mythology-inspired dungeon crawler, Hades.
Wow, you can just see this shot and just be like, yeah, that's Supergiant, isn't it?
You'll ally with members of the Greek
Well, at least it's like,
wield truly legendary
just the
weapons
angle and artwork
fight your way through the underworld as
damn,
you
that's
attempt to
Transistor.
escape the
Not a
god
bad
of
thing
the
at
dead.
all, because Transistor's
Unleash the fury of Olympus
good.
when Hades makes its system debut on Nintendo Switch this fall.
I'm gonna have to look into that one, definitely.
Wow, Ariko, are we back in the 90s? It's so radical.
With all of its groovy GIFs, animated mouse pointers, and amazingly useful toolbars, Hypnospace Outlaw is a portal back to the early days of the internet.
Okay,
GIF, right?
Internet browser
Scour
game.
the weirdest corners of the net, dodge computer viruses, and hunt down hackers and other virtual villains as you seek to crack cases on the digital streets of Hypnospace.
You won't have to wait long to start cruising through cyberspace. Hypnospace Outlaw launches August 27th on Nintendo
Just the idea
Switch.
of
You can pre-purchase the game
the
or
entire
download
game's
a
an
demo
internet
of
browser.
it from
It's
Nintendo
charming.
eShop later today.
Oh, it's a demo. Okay, just based on that character and the thing that we've seen before, I feel like we've seen this before. I swear we've seen this game a little bit in Indie World before. So my brain wants to say, like, I'm not sure. I don't know, it just feels reminiscent? Or I might be just getting it confused with something else.
It's okay, we'll be together, my friend.
It's a game where you can hug animals. It's a good game. Spiritfarer. That does sound familiar. I feel like we've seen that before. Again, I could just be getting it confused with something else.
In this cozy management game, make some lasting memories before you have to say a final farewell to those not long for this world.
As a Spiritfarer Stella, help the spirits of the dead make their way into the afterlife by transporting them across the seas on your handcrafted ferry.
I gotta say, as a premise for a story for a
Befriend
game, I actually really like that.
Customize your boat. Explore an imaginative world, or just go wherever the wind takes you. While you may be transporting your spirit friends to the afterlife, it doesn't mean you can't have a little fun along the way.
You'll be able to set sail very soon, as Spiritfarer makes its maiden voyage on Nintendo Switch later today.
Holy shit! Spirit dropping that. Shadow dropping that. That's 2 here that are being released within like basically the next week. Well, one's today and one's like a little bit after. Explore delightful worlds. Cultivate a community. I like this focus on just wholesome, happy, fun games like this. Don't get me wrong, I love my badass action games too, but I enjoy just like happy, fun games. Garden Story. People tell me to play Stardew Valley a
the
lot.
developer for Garden Story. One of my goals for Garden Story is to inspire community stewardship and showcase the importance of coming together to help one another when times get tough. I hope players enjoy the world that I've created and perhaps learn to call it a home away from home.
Hi, I'm Jenny from Rose City Games. We're proud to be working with Picogram to bring this game to life and super excited to announce Garden Story will be coming to Nintendo Switch, which means you'll be able to hang with fruity friends both at home and on the go.
You're at home right now because we know why.
In the wholesome action-adventure game, Garden Story.
While newly appointed Guardian Concord may only be a grape fresh off the vine, it's up to them to help rebuild their community and stave off the dangerous rot.
Cultivate friendships, gather precious resources, and restore buildings to help unite the Grove, so everyone can enjoy the fruits of their labor together.
Garden Story will bloom on Nintendo Switch.
So they're talking about everyone enjoying the fruits of labors together.
World, and the only way to go.
And it's Rose City Games.
Surrounded by water on all sides.
Damn.
Dive into the depths of Subnautica's vast
Not a game I've played, but I know a lot of people who
craft
love
underwater
Subnautica.
structures and uncover just what happened to this watery world.
If you really want to delve
the
deep,
first one I'm actually seeing
build your
gameplay
own
of, considering how many
submarine
people I
and
know who
discover
love
the
this game.
exotic flora and fauna that call this planet home. Just watch out for some of the more aggressive animals that may not take kindly to your expeditions.
And for explorers seeking a frozen adventure, the sequel, Subnautica Below Zero, will have divers trying to survive the frigid temperatures of Planet 4546b.
This is the first time
Subnautica and
I've
Subnautica
never heard that
Below
before.
Zero will both launch on Nintendo Switch next year.
I've never heard of the sequel to that.
This animation style really is something, Ariko.
As young game designer to be, Takeshi, your goal is to entertain your little brother Hiroshi with the latest chapter of your game.
Oh, that was the
through
actual
this
name of the game?
charming RPG.
Choose the monsters that Hiroshi faces on his quest and craft cool challenges, but don't make things too difficult. You'll need to strike a delicate balance to make your game a truly unforgettable adventure.
Discover this heartwarming tale of brotherly bonding when Takeshi and Hiroshi launches on Nintendo Switch later
So what I'm
today.
immediately worried about is where the kid was in bed there. But give me a sad ending video game, not allowed to. This is looking cool. I'm curious whether the art style that we're seeing there is going to be used in gameplay. Big boss battles. Raji, an ancient epic.
Hi, I'm Shruti Ghosh, one of the co-founders and art directors at Nottingham
Okay,
Games.
like
I'm here to talk to you about
actually
our
a
very
culture that
first
isn't a white
title,
culture
Raji,
being
an
made by
ancient
people who
epic.
aren't
Raji
white. Holy
is
shit.
an action-adventure game set in ancient India
Holy
that dives
shit.
deep into the rich tapestry of Indian culture, taking inspiration from Hindu and Balinese mythology. All of us here at the studio have grown up hearing such wonderful Hindu tales of epic proportions, surrounded by architectural marvels and the vast diversity India has to offer. We hope you'll enjoy playing Raji
Oh,
as
absolutely.
much as we have loved and enjoyed making it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Defend the world against the forces of
This
the
is an
mighty
absolute
demon
guaranteed
lord.
purchase in that case.
And Raji,
Like,
an
that alone
ancient
is enough to just be like, absolutely, I just want to support you
This
because
intense
holy shit, it
action
doesn't
adventure,
happen.
masking
And, like,
divine
get
weapons such
this
as the
level
fearsome
of
Charanga
coverage.
bow and the three-pronged Trishula
It also just, like,
is
generally
vital to your
looks really
survival.
good.
with a striking art based on
Oh.
ancient Pahari
Oh, yeah.
paintings and the medieval architecture of Rajasthan. This is an adventure unlike any you've seen before.
Polish
It's
your
why it's good
weapons
to have
and get ready
games.
to battle when
Bro,
Raji,
not
an ancient
always the
epic,
same type of people
releases
that
later
you always
today
get,
as
'cause
a
you get
timed
new
console
shit.
exclusive
I'm
on
immediately
Nintendo
going
Switch.
onto my Switch and buying that immediately. Abso-fucking-lutely immediately.
From decorating the rooms to attracting new customers to managing your guests, there's barely a dull moment in quaint management adventure, Bear and Breakfast.
Okay, how much of this
As
game was
fresh-faced
designed around that
innkeeper
being the
Hank,
name of it?
It's your job to turn this dilapidated shack into a thriving B&B.
Customize each room to your heart's content. Increase your establishment's reputation.
I do
and
worry
watch
about
as
the number
customers
of games
flood
they're
in to
putting in
stay
here
at
that
your
are
little
this
slice of
similar
paradise.
cozy aesthetic
mention
of like
Hanks the
this
Bear?
Spiritfarer Garden
Just
Story.
be careful
Like they're not
about
the same
what dwells
games,
deep within the forest as your business
but
expands.
they've all got some level
you
of
never
like
know
similar
what secrets are hiding out there
cozy
in the wilderness.
Be
craft,
among
like
the
an-
first
like
to book
your
your
ideal
reservation when
various
Bear and
different
Breakfast
things
launches on
together.
Nintendo Switch as a timed console exclusive
Again,
next year.
good things. Those games are cool.
Lace up your walking boots, Ariko. We're going on a hike.
Explore the peaceful mountain landscapes of Hawk Peak Provincial Park
Immediately
in a short
picked the art
hike,
style of this again.
a game all about going at your own pace.
Whether you stick to the marked trails or go a wandering through the back country, there's plenty to discover as you take in the world around you.
I know the
You can
pixely
even find
3D
some treasure
art
hidden off
style
the
can
beaten
really
path.
get to me. Sometimes
Make
I
sure
don't.
to
I'm
say
not fond of
hi
it. Sometimes
to
it
the
just
other
immediately
hikers
goes me. I'm just
making
like,
their way
oh.
around the park too. They're bound to lend you a helping hand. You can even go for a jaunt on the water, should the mood strike you.
You'll be able to hit the trail very soon as a short hike launches later today on Nintendo
How many
Switch
games are
as a
shadow
timed
dropping
console
today?
exclusive.
What the fuck? I think we're already at 3, and one's in like 10 days. Holy shit. Cards and Deception. God, indie game art styles. Ugh. Indie game art styles. Just a game about how good you can cheat at cards. Card Shark. Interesting.
Bonjour.
Oh, if you know this shit in real life.
I am delighted to present to you Card Shark, a new game from Neria, the team that brought you Reigns, Kings, and Queens. On Card Shark, I have two roles. I am both the artist and the card sheet. As a wild card of its genre, our game will teach you real card tricks and manipulations. We are thrilled to bring Card Shark to the Nintendo Switch.
The entire deck was aces.
Felice and cheat your way to the top of 18th century French society in Card Shark, a new adventure that's all about playing your cards right.
As you move from the parlor to the king's table, build up your array of card tricks and use your ill-gotten gains to buy your way into some truly high-stakes games.
Just make sure you don't get caught. Your fellow gamesters do not take kindly to cheaters.
Card Shark will make its opening gambit on Nintendo Switch next year.
Interesting. I mean, I'm down for that. Is this Diablo? Is this like Diablo? I see the charge up meters down the bottom there. Now, I've tried to play Diablo 2 a couple times, and my PC is just always fucked up trying to do it. So I've never actually got into any Diablo-esque kind of games. I should find one to do that, because I imagine it would be the type of thing I would enjoy. That being said, the flow of it in terms of the grind of getting the good gear and stuff would really depend. Like, because some games can just grip me in, like Monster Hunter, and some games
glory, and gear await in the land of Novestria, and it's up to you and fellow heroes of the frontier to go and find
I should be able to
them.
afford a good computer.
Set a century after the events of the previous game.
This is assuming I'm responsible with the money. An indie world is not a thing that I need to be watching to be responsible with money to save up for a good PC.
And collect more precious, precious treasure.
For those who wish to flaunt their glittering hoard, you can build your own forts, where you can upgrade and show off your gear to the world.
Literally a way to show off gear.
And animal lovers will be happy to know that pets make their return, complete with their own skill sets to assist you on your journey for even shinier plunder.
Your legend awaits when Torchlight 3 comes to Nintendo Switch this fall. And when it does, adventurers on
It's
Nintendo
like a tiny
Switch
little plastic
will
llama.
get
I
this
found it at work, and I
exclusive
shoved it
red
on top of the
fairy.
lotto machine, and I just called it the Lucky Llama. Oh,
I don't know about
fuck!
you, Tyler, but
Oh,
I feel
fuck!
like
Manifold
I'm
Gardens!
in an
Finally, I can play
optical
this! My
illusion.
PC can't play this!
Manifold
Fuck yes!
Gardens
Finally!
draws
Yes!
inspiration from physics-defying artworks to create some truly mind-bending puzzles.
Oh, I've been
where
waiting to play
gravity
this!
is
My
yours to
PC can't do it. It crashes every time I try and open
You'll
it.
need to change
'Cause my
your
PC is just that
perspective if you
garbage.
hope to
Fuck yes,
navigate through
finally.
these infinitely repeating structures. Don't worry about falling infinitely, though. Gravity will bring you right back where you started.
The amount of
should you
screenshots
take
I've
a
seen in
wrong
this
turn.
game that are just like, holy fuck.
Wrap your head around
Look at
these
this shit.
perspective-twisting puzzles soon.
As Manifold Garden releases later today
Oh.
on Nintendo Switch.
Fuck yes. Oh, fuck yes. I bought that on PC like a day or two after it came out, and I've so desperately wanted it, and I just have, like, my PC just can't do it, and it's really, really upsetting. My PC is getting worse and worse and worse over time. I've just been so, oh, that makes me happy. I have work that I need to do for videos and stuff, like, after this, today. But I just want to go by Raji and Manifold Garden. Is that the name of the game? And I can't advocate. I was gonna say, Save the Afterlife is still a good name for a game.
Hi, my name's Kent. I'm the director of Evergate.
And I'm Cynthia, and I'm the lead artist on Evergate. Evergate has been a passion project for the last 4 years. It is a dreamlike 2D puzzle platformer set in the afterlife, where you must guide a childlike spirit named Key on a journey through life, death, space, and time.
With Evergate, we wanted to introduce a fresh, new mechanic, the Soul Flame, that gives players an extraordinary flexibility in how they navigate the afterlife. while also giving an experience.
Yeah, you were shooting like a laser to blow up stuff. I'm curious about
touch players with its
shooting lasers
and
to save
humanity.
ghosts.
Thank you to everyone who has supported us in making this dream a reality. We are extremely excited to be bringing Evergate to the Nintendo Switch.
Help Key traverse the afterlife in Evergate, a haunting yet beautiful adventure from Stone Lantern Games.
As you journey through this ethereal world, use Key's powerful soul flame to slow down time and unleash the unexpected powers hidden within the mysterious crystals that dot the landscape.
Yeah, shooting the lasers is doing a
use of the
lot
soul
of different
flame,
things here.
Unlock the power.
Like, it just seems like there's
going to
be a lot of mechanics
to solve challenging puzzles.
like in terms of it. That's a good thing.
Experience
That's a good thing.
this touching story about two kindred spirits when Evergate launches later today
Oh my
on
God.
Nintendo Switch.
You've got to calm down with the later
It's
today
almost
shit.
time for us to wrap this
You've
up.
got to
but
calm down
before
with
we
the later
go,
today shit.
Here's a quick glimpse at even more indie games that our partners from around the world are currently hard at work on. Let's check them out.
All right, what have we got? Ah. Game trailer montage music. Oh, Going Under, nice! September! That's why they were teasing yesterday on Twitter about if they got enough followers, they'd reveal a release date.
God, your eyes are blue.
Going Under is a roguelike dungeon crawler game that takes place underneath a tech startup company, and it's just like all about just like failed tech startup shit, and it's an unpaid internship that you're taking to go there, because of course it is. Like, it looks really fun. I'm gonna know how to play in that game. Okay. Inmost. Like Innsmouth? Or am I reading too much into that? She dreams elsewhere. See, for these games, I feel sorry for them because it's just like, you've really got to choose a couple screens that will make people want to look up what the game is like. Like, it's still cool that you get featured here, but like in an official Nintendo presentation, but like, you gotta choose a couple screens to grab people. Like, not everyone is gonna see every title in that and go, I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look that up. I'm gonna look that up.
Was that you, Tyler?
No.
Oh no.
There's not a sequel. Come
Roll the
on.
trailer. Roll the trailer.
No way. What are you doing? Oh! Is this what I think it is? Because that's the same garden. Oh my god, it's two-player mode. Oh, the best game of all time somehow got better. We have officially activated double Reppuken mode. Okay, not a sequel, but two-player. That's awesome. That's what this game needs. Oh, physical. Didn't it get a physical release like through Super Rare or Limited Run or something? Is it just getting a general
Is it over?
normal Nintendo done
As always,
physical release?
it was a pleasure.
By the
Dude,
way,
the power
we're
of
hosting
Goose
an
Game.
indie sale over on Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch right now, including
Oh.
discounts on some of the games we showed.
We Shadowdropped
in this
so many
presentation.
games. Fuck it,
Make
they're
sure
on
to
sale
check it
for
out
their
later
launch.
today. On behalf
Dude,
of everyone
the power
at
of
Nintendo,
Goose Game
a
is so
big
strong.
Thank you to all
It
of
got
our
the
amazing
finishing
partners
spot
and developers
for a
who are
free
hard at
update.
work bringing their labors of love to Nintendo Switch.
And of course, thanks to all of you out there for tuning in.
I didn't realize how
Until
much
next
that
time,
game would benefit
happy
from having a
gaming.
two-player mode until I saw that, and that's just, oh, that's the best thing that you can do for that. Like, don't need a sequel, just need that. Oh, That was amazing. That was really good. That was really good. There's a number of things there that I'm just like, yes, they're coming to the Switch. Hell yeah. Okay, there was the two things, Manifold Garden and Going Under. They're coming to the Switch. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Manifold Garden's later today. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm finally gonna be able to play Manifold Garden. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh my god, I've been like so looking forward to that game, and now I can buy it again and play it. I'm fine. Indie games are one where it's just like, do I want to buy? Yeah, I'm fine buying it a second time. Like, of course I'm gonna buy it and just keep support it again by buying it again. Raji, absolutely gonna buy that. I don't know if I'll be able to buy any of the other Shadowdrops today. Again, if I'm responsible with money, I can afford a new computer in a month or two. So I don't want to buy too many. But again, it's gonna have to be a thing of just I write down a list of all the things that grab me here. Which this one there was a lot. Like there was a number of things in this one that I'm just like, yeah, like I want that, or I'm curious enough to look into it further to just be like, yeah, yeah. I mean, there are times I'll freely admit. I mean. And how long is it taking me to actually buy Creature in the World and then barely start playing it? There are times where I'm just like, I support your idea enough. You're an indie game, so you're not going to be as, like, a sale means more to you than a sale to like bigger people. And also, indie games are usually cheaper, which indie games in general should all be priced higher because they deserve more money than what they fucking charge. Because wow, it's just like the whole thing of just like you're an indie game, so therefore you have to be drastically cheaper, and then it's just like, but we're the people who need the money more, and then it's just stuff like that. Like there are indie games where it's just I like your idea enough, I'm going to buy it, and even if I don't play it now, maybe I'll play it at some point in the future when I've got spare time, or even if I don't, I just like the idea enough that fuck it, I'll buy it. One thing that I'm curious about with indie games on Switch, given so much of the stuff about Valve and Epic recently in terms of like cuts and everything, I'm curious what percentage Nintendo gets of stuff sold on the eShop. Like comparatively. Because Valve is 30% and Epic on their game store is 12%. So I'm curious what percentage of a sale indie games get on Switch. And I don't mean like indie games get 30% of the sale money on Steam and they get 12 on that. No, Valve takes 30% on Steam. Epic Game Store, Epic takes 12%. So it's almost half. There's actually a really good thread. I should probably link it in the description if I remember. Of Emma from Kitsune Games. They're making Lawfinder, which is just like eldritch horror, Metroidvania, queer game. Looks really good. I backed it on Kickstarter. And they basically was just like, if Valve only took 12% of our sales for our previous game, Mid-Boss, roguelike dungeon crawler, where you're playing as basically a shittier scrub enemy, and the idea is that you're trying to become one of the big bad bosses in the dungeon, so you're going around absorbing all of the other things, that, again, another game you should consider buying. She mentioned that if Valve didn't take 30% of the money from a sale, and they only took 12%, that would make enough of a difference for them that they would have been able to fund making Lawfinder without a Kickstarter. Where, because Valve did take 30%, they had to go to Kickstarter to get the funds to be able to make Lawfinder. Like, that's the difference in terms of how much it is. And just mentioning that there would be a lot of indie companies where it's just like the difference between getting that extra 18% of the sale money or not. It's just like, could be the difference between struggling or more likely shutting down and thriving and being able to consistently make new games and keep putting them out. And it's just, I'm really curious what Nintendo do for theirs, because I've got no idea, and I've never heard it mentioned, like, casually, despite how much people talk about it for the online PC stores. So I'm really curious. But, that being said, buying Raji in Manifold Garden later today. So I'm curious when they say later today, because I'm a day ahead in Australia. I don't know. We'll find out in terms of that. But, oh, boy. Boy, am I... Actually, what am I talking about? I'm watching this, like, multiple hours after that, because this was 2 in the morning, and I'm not doing that, so instead of doing it in the morning, when I fucking wake up. I'm curious. They should be out by now. Or when I get home from work. I'm going to buy them and write down a list of the other ones that were interesting. Their Spiritfarer is one that's definitely like high up on there. On the what was some of the other stuff? Hades, yes. Hades, absolutely. Supergiant, yeah, definitely. Garden Story looks cute. I'm not 100% sure about a sale, but maybe. Subnautica has never seemed like my thing, but it's cool that it's coming out there. The Game Dev Brother one just makes me scared that because this shot here, it's this shot here. I worry about what the story is going to be like in this game.
Discover
when that's a picture that is there. That worries me. Even the fucking IV drip there. I'm not recording my mouse. You can't see my mouse highlighting over there, but fucking I'm worried about that one. I'm worried about where the story goes for that one, and I'm scared by Raji. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm worried that I'm mispronouncing that. Card Shark is another one. Just the concept of Card Shark, and I mean the art style itself is also just really good. But the concept of Card Shark is just like, damn, got to get it in on that. Manifold Garden, yeah, Evergate, yeah, it looks like it's got quite a bit going for it there, and I got to look through more of those ones in slow motion because I only noticed Going Under, and then I started talking about that. I'm happy with what's here, and I'm gonna go and you know, hopefully get Manifold Garden and just finally be able to play that. And I'm so happy. So until the next, maybe we'll get a Nintendo Direct at some point, and we can find out whatever the next Zelda is or something. I say that mocking. This is like, who cares about the big AAA games when we've got these indie games here? When Breath of the Wild is my third favorite game of all time, and I'm desperate for the sequel. I'm freely admitting that I'm a lover of like the big expensive games by the big companies, but I also really like indie games. So, you know, it's also that. Point is, until the next thing, whatever it may be, until then, this is Version2, signing out.